Go back out and see the ass pouch.
Still decreasing.
42.
Wait, what app you on? Let me try to see what my do.
PlayStation Direct.
I see you streaming. Go ahead and join that. Fuck this PS5 shit. I gotta see my nigga Jtay stream, man. Nah, I'm joining on my computer.
I was gonna say this here, bro.
You still want to get on my computer on my life? Well, I just about to see what I can do. I think I be doing this shit.
41 chat.
I'm gonna get it for like. Stupid.
Anyways.
Like, guess what? I got you, bro.
Lower back down. Let me see that ass bounce.
Nigga said, oh my god, is this happening? Sony Direct. Is it just Sony Direct?
38 in the chat, 38 in the chat.
Cam Jones is Sony Direct PS5 Live right now? Like that shit?
You're not gonna get in, John, right? Because you gotta hit the link and then, like, everybody's in the waiting room, so it goes by clear.
Come on, baby. Yeah, absolute dog fight.
It said it's closed for me. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, for me, it says more than an hour still, so.
For you?
Yeah. I clicked it so late. I didn't see that notification.
They know I'm the chosen one. On the way.
I hate that shit. It won't let me see my stream in this dumbass chat.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up, that's a Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
For Atlanta.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Seahawks.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
It was Damon Harris.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tuesday.
From the 29, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
They'll roll him out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
16 more on that one and another first down. And from the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Jtay the kickoff for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Lockett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to the wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Play action. It's Ryan. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
30-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 6-yard line.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. But sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the 2nd down throw on target, and he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Complete to Chris Carson. Touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the gun, Wilson flushed out right, airing it out for Olsen. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on second and long. Ryan. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's second down.
By Jamal Adams.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
That one goes for 30 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan flushed out right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if and now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
For Atlanta.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to...
It's caught inside the 25. Wilson. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A gain of 50 yards.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Wilson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
31. Seahawks 15.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Koo now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Falcons 38, Seahawks 15. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 38, Seahawks 30.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action now. Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another one goes for 20. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson escaping the... And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
36.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big run there by Gurley, 73 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run with Smith, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Keith Smith taking it in. And the Falcons push further out in front. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2. And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
Camera, action, showtime, baby.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Ryan wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
First down, Seattle.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Line and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Wilson.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Eluding the pressure right. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Ridley. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Buying time to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.